Hey there, folks. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you for coming in to join for another Pitch for Switch discussion. And this time I'm going to be talking about the Game Gear, which I'm surprised. I thought I had done this before. I really thought I had done this discussion for this before. And apparently I didn't. But I'm correcting that now. So, Game Gear for NSO. I mean, Nintendo's already got Game Boy on there. And they've already partnered with Sega to get the Genesis. And Game Gear was competing with the Game Boy at the time. So I don't think there's a problem with going ahead and saying, yo, hey, let's just go ahead and, throw this on there and see what we can show people about the games that were out for the Game Gear at the time. Because it was technically superior to the Game Boy, at least the original. I haven't seen or done any comparisons to Game Boy Color. I do think the Game Gear might still edge it out, but the Game Boy Color was far more efficient, worked better, but that's beside the point. The point is, there are games that would be cool to be able to play off of that. Like you have the different Sonic games that are on there and different collections of stuff on there. There's a Shinobi game specifically for the Game Gear that never came out anywhere else. That would be cool for people to be able to play. See, I had a friend who had one, but I never really played much on it because we were busy playing on the home console stuff. And plus the batteries died within 5 minutes. I know it's an exaggeration. They didn't die that fast, but the batteries really didn't last long in the Game Gear. So I never really got to play a whole lot of stuff. I almost got them to let me borrow it one time. I wish I would have been a little bit more convincing, because then I'd have more to work with to give you guys. But I think it's just that having that library there, or having some of that library there even, would be cool to do. And on top of that, there's not really a reason that it shouldn't be done. I mean, there's that weird version of Mega Man that's on there. It's like a combination of like the first 4 games. It was like a weird amalgamation of just stuff pulled from the first 4 games from the NES on the Game Gear. Like, the stuff like that is stuff that I think that people should be able to go ahead and play and experience. Or the different versions of Streets of Rage that are on there. Like, I know about a lot of this stuff, but I haven't really played a lot of it. That's why I'm like, come on, put this stuff out there. Come on, we gotta do it. I think there's like a Double Dragon game that's on there. Like, I just want to see the potential usage of this stuff. That's mostly where my mind is. I want to see this stuff out there. Like, it would be cool to be able to have a chance to try all these things. Like, even the there's that version that was Battletoads was on there. I think it's more in line with the NES version. Like the port that went to the Sega Genesis was like an enhanced version of the NES game. I don't know for sure, but it would be nice to find out. Then there was Captain America and the Avengers, I think, too. I know there were several Mickey Mouse games on there. So again, I'm just of the thought process, like, I would like to see some of this stuff be playable, because it would be cool. It like, especially when the handheld versions of some of these games highly differed from the home console versions. Like, that's one of the main reasons I want to be able to see this stuff. Like Echo or Eco. I think it's technically Eco the Dolphin, but I've always said Echo. I don't know if I'm the strange one in that, but Eco the Dolphin would be cool, because not a lot of people have played those. Like, I know for a fact more people have played the home console version than they've played the Game Gear. So again, it would just be nice to see this stuff done or available. Like, that to me, I think, is the thing. it feels like there's so much lost that you don't really get to see or feel or get a feel for. I meant to say get a feel for. I didn't mean to say see or feel. Get a feel for, because it wasn't available to you, or you may not have been able to find it. Like, thinking back in the day, a lot of stuff physically wasn't available for everybody because certain places got certain things, and if they weren't popular in certain places, then you didn't have the availability to get them. And it's not like online ordering was a big thing back then, because most people did a lot of their ordering through catalogs and sent checks and stuff. So, and not everybody had access to those catalogs. But I just think it would be cool to go ahead and try to put some of this stuff out there, because it might be interesting. Like, what's the harm in having it available? What's the harm in attempting to find some of the rarities like Iron Man and Exo Man of War and Heavy Metal for Game Gear, which I didn't even know existed that far back. I knew about the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation game. I did not know there was one for Game Gear, which surprised me. And it'd be cool to be able to have stuff like that available for people to be able to play it. Again, I know this is going to come down to a lot of this stuff has issues with licensing, figuring out who has the rights or ownership of certain things in order to make this stuff happen. And you're not going to get everything. But it would be nice to at least attempt and have some stuff available for people who are interested. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. If anything, hate when my tongue gets stuck at the roof of my mouth. If anyone has anything that they'd like to add or say, please do. Otherwise, thank you guys very much for listening in. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. And peace out, everybody.